Charging cases. Charging cases is the most critical and dangerous aspect of reloading. You can either double charge it or use the wrong powder. Always refer to your reloading manual. I've been reloading for quite some time, and no matter what I do, I always refer back to my reloading manual to ensure that I'm not using my bad memory on how to figure out what charge I'm using. When I'm reloading pistol cases, I use a priming tool called the Little Dandy, and they have these little drums that are numbered. This one's the number 7, which throws 3.8 grains of unique, which I threw into some 22 Hornet cases. What I do is I take it, I pour the gunpowder into the powder measure, and even if in the book it tells you number 7 throws such and such, it's supposed to be 3.9 grains. This thing actually throws a charge of 3.7. I always double check it. And the reason why I do that is sometimes the variations in temperature can make the powder either expand or contract just like metal. And when I charge, I always leave the canister out. I have 5 canisters right now of unique, and 2 of them are on a different lot number. Now to find the lot number, you're going to look on the side of the can, and it tells you the lot number here, lot number 542. You don't want to mix your gunpowders, even if they're the same type. There's always some slight variation. So I leave the canister out, that way I don't accidentally put it in with another canister. If you mix your gunpowder, or if you think you do, you just ruined 2 pounds of gunpowder or a pound of gunpowder, depending on what you're doing. I start 1, 2, I go across like this. Now there's 2 ways to check this. You can throw 1 charge and weigh it, which is good, or what I do is I'll throw 10 charges and divide it by 10, and that gives me the actual average charge it's going to throw throughout. And I always double check my charges. After every 10th one, I weigh one to make sure it's not throwing something different, especially if you have a powder measure that can vary, like the Redding or any of the other ones. Now one of the things that Lee makes is really nice. It's called the Pro Auto Disc Charger. You have to remove this nut. And then this little contraption goes on here. It has these discs. Each disc has a number. Now this does 2 things at once. This A charges it, but we're using the expanding die here, your flaring die. And it does 2 things. It will expand it and charge it. Now you will notice, let me check my camera angle here. Yeah, you can see it. As I go up, it'll push this up, it'll drop a charge, and flares it all at once. You just got to be careful when you take it out. Up, drops the charge, and it's flared all in one swoop. Kind of a neat thing. One thing is, really fine ball powders like HP 38, I think it's ball powder, and especially H110 has a tendency to get between the auto disc and the plate, and it's really annoying. So I only use coarser powders like Unique or Bullseye or Accurate Arms. Now once you're done with your powders, you're going to want to check them. And I'm going to show you how I check them. Got this at Craig and Auto Parts. It's a laser pointer, and it's also a little light. It's a pretty bright little light too, but it's flexible. So if you really want to, you can stick it to something steel like this, turn it on, and you can visually inspect your cases. But once I'm charged, once my cases are charged, I don't like picking them up. The chances of you dropping are too high. So I go across each row of 10 and I look for variation. You will see slight variations, especially if you're using mixed brass. Remington brass is probably the thinnest, and it'll show you a drop in this level compared to, like, say, a Federal or a WCC military case. Once you're done inspecting and you realize that all your charges are the same and each case is charged, then you can go proceed to the seating, which we've already covered. And I hope this will help you out in your endeavor to enjoy reloading.